Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emmerdale star reveals Ross's horror and dramatic kidnap plot. Emmerdale star Michael Parr has spoken about the tense kidnap scenes ahead involving his character Ross Barton. Ross faces a desperate race against time next week as April Windsor is abducted by dangerous newcomer Jade. In upcoming scenes, Jade decides that Ross must be responsible for £10,000 going missing from the fight she recently organized between him and Billy Fletcher. Ross rightly protests his innocence, and viewers are aware that Mackenzie Boyd was the real thief. However, when Jade refuses to listen, she finds out about Ross's past connection to April and kidnaps her as leverage. Jade and her henchmen text Ross a location where he'll be able to get April back if he brings the cash. The bad boy is horrified to realize that he's being lured to the same multi-story car park where April's mom Donna died in 2014. Speaking to Digital Spy and other media at a recent press event, Michael explained, "Ross knows that Jade is a dangerous and sinister character, but I think he doesn't realize how deep the rabbit hole goes with her and what she is willing to do to make sure she wins and gets her money back. It's hugely traumatic for Ross to be back in the location where Donna died. It brings back the worst memories, seeing somebody die, especially the first girl who has ever loved him, and his first experience with love, was quite a traumatic event for him. Ross still feels like he's some sort of big brother or paternal figure in April's life, even though he hasn't seen her for a little while. It is largely down to his relationship with Jade that this happens. Even though it isn't really his fault that the money goes missing, he still feels responsible for it." Asked whether Ross has ever loved anybody as much as Donna, Michael replied, "I think that was his first experience of love. When love is snatched away from you, you're always going to glamorize it and think about what could have been." There was a scene after Donna had died and Ross was back in his old house and the director, Duncan Foster, came up to me. It was a brilliant note. I was listening to music and trying to get into the headspace, and he came up to me and said, "She's the only girl who's ever loved you." Ross didn't have much of a relationship with his mother because she went through postnatal depression, so nobody lives up to Donna in his eyes. Michael went on to discuss how it was to once again work with Amelia Flanagan, who has played young character April for 10 years. He said, "She's becoming a real little adult. It was so bizarre how amazing she was when she came in. She was 4 years old and she always knew her lines and she was good at saying, 'That's not your line, this is actually what you say.' She was so aware of what was going on. She's really kept that up, and she's a fine young actress. She's also a lot of fun. She's got a real good sense of humor and you can joke around with her and stuff. She's great to work with."